Hello, kiddos. It's Monday. Alright, so happy Monday. And so, my weekend was awesome. If you are an observant person, you notice that I got my lip pierced. It's called a Monroe. That's what I got done. Yeah. And I walked like 5 miles in the rain and just to get Starbucks. Yeah, that's me. Alright. So today was one of the first days I went to school without my glasses on. And it was just kind of weird. Because, is glasses? No glasses. Glasses? No glasses. And I kept thinking, and I was like, which one do I look better as? This was my question. I was pondering this all day. Speaking of questions. That was a burp. Excuse me. Okay, speaking of questions. Doo-doo. Sarah, I don't think Sarah asked a question. I'm sorry if you did, because I didn't catch it. Because, you talk real soft in all your videos, and I can't hear you. So, you need to yell at me, because, I'm a little hard of hearing. HOH. Yeah. So, I went to Barnes & Noble's a couple minutes ago. Well, more like an hour ago, because I found a $50 gift card in my living room, and I think it was my mom's, but I was like, finders keepers, your birthday was a couple months ago, I need to spend it, so I bought some books. I bought 4 books. One of them is The Ghostly Cry by Stephen Jones. It's basically about, all these horror stories of ghosts and, real people encountering them. They say it was good, and only $7, so I was like, why not? Get it. Other book I got was The Absolute True Diary of a Part-Time Indian by Sherman Alexie. We actually read this in class. Well, not read it, but we read a little excerpt from it, and it seems interesting. It's an easy read. You can obviously tell. See, there's pictures. All ass-kickings, bruises look like Texas. That's what it says. Okay. Yes, this book, it just seems funny. It's about a kid that lives on an Indian farm, and he has to go to public school, so it's kind of hard blending into what, still keeping in touch with his Indianness and all that fun stuff. The other book I got is called Sleepless by Thomas Fay. It's about a girl who sleepwalks, and the first time she sleepwalks, she ends up killing someone. So now she's refusing to sleep because she thinks every time she falls asleep, she's gonna kill someone. She's not a murderer. Okay, the next book, my final finale that I think Sarah would love. It's called Tales and Mysteries of Imagination, based by Edgar Allan Poe. It was another bargain price book, $10. Basically, it's just a bunch of stories off of Edgar Allan Poe's poems, I think, that are made into stories. I'm not sure. I haven't really read it yet, but there's lots of animation in this book, too. And it's kind of creepy looking. Oh, let me see if I can find you a picture. Here. Ugh. See, it's creepy looking. Alright, so that brings me to my question. My question is, what was the last book you read? And tell us a little bit about it. The last book I read was, again, I reread a book called Perfect, which is about a girl with an eating disorder. Because I didn't finish my last book called The Cinder House Stories, because it was an 800 book, and I was only on page about 80, and I had to return it to the public library. So I just decided to not renew it, because I wasn't really getting into it. Yes. So yes, I think the next book I'm going to read probably be this one, The Absolute True Diary of a Part-Time Indian, because I read a little bit of a class, like I said earlier, and it was actually really enjoyable. So I'm probably gonna read this one next. So yeah, my question comes in two parts. It's what what was the last book you read, and what's the next book you're going to read? Oh, and Friday was, that football game between Sarah and I's school. You know how we do, you know. Cause guess what? Yeah, you wanna know what's we won. Bartlett kicked ass. Bartlett won, Streamwood lost. What? Although our freshman boys lost to Streamwood, but the freshmen's games don't really mean shit. But our varsity, our big boys won. Woo! So you know what? Yeah, you went down. And it's still on like Donkey Kong.